All right, so we're going to do flex and stretch today. I hope you guys have been enjoying these classes. I really enjoyed them, actually. I was a little bit dreading them at first because I was actually going to have to do the workout. But it's worked out okay. It keeps me motivated while we don't have access to any gyms. And luckily I had a stash of bands and stuff, because I know all that stuff is not easily found these days, especially weights. If you have weights too, weights would work. So bands or weights would work as well. So go ahead and grab that. And we're going to get going here in a minute or two. How is everybody doing today? How's everyone doing? Hanging in there? Leave some comments. Hopefully things will start to get back to a little bit of normalcy soon. I'm anxiously awaiting that, so I can start to stretch people again. That would be great. Okay, thanks for joining. Hello. So grab your bands. You're gonna need a little stool or chair nearby too, so you can do some of the stuff. But if you have bands or weights, grab them, because we're gonna use a little bit of that today. So I guess we should go ahead and get going. Let's get down on our mat and start to warm up. We got, oh, I'm glad you like the classes. I'm just reading the comment here. That's wonderful. Yeah, the cardio, the treadmill in the morning, and then I used to go for a walk. That's my cardio these days. So I'm really happy you're enjoying these classes. I hope you're getting some more mobility and strength from them. So thank you so much. Okay, so let's warm up. We're gonna do those cars. We've been doing the FRC stuff. So let's warm up in a quadruped position. So what is that? All fours, come to all fours. Come to all fours, and then tighten up the body a little bit. Let's start with our joint rotations, right? These are our cars. Drop the head down, tighten the body up 20 to 80%, whatever you choose to do, and do some head circles. We're going to do 2 times in each direction. Go ahead and switch sides. Head circles. The other way. And at any point you feel any pain, you don't do these. You just skip over the area that you feel pain. All right, so now we're getting into the shoulder blades. Keep the arms straight. You want to bring the shoulders up to the ears, sink down, and then make your circle. So it's almost like a little cat-cow, but just between the shoulder blades. That's where we tend to get really stuck. Like our shoulder blades don't move well, typically, especially if we got a desk job or we're on our computer a lot. They just don't move very well. So we want to get that movement back in those joints. Switch directions. Other way. Now the arms want to bend a little bit, that's okay. Let's get into the hips. Lift one leg up, tighten, rotate, kick your foot towards your butt, and then bring it out. Think about that inner thigh lengthening and then down. When you're doing this, try not to bend your arms and try not to shift your weight over to the other side too much. So a couple times in each direction, or on each side. And then switch sides. So my left side is inner thigh is much tighter. The groin's inner thigh is much tighter, so I can't get as high up on the left side. So I want to compensate by really shifting. Good. Okay. So have a seat. We'll do the thoracic area. Thanks for joining, guys. You're going to need some bands or some weights today, and a chair or stool nearby, which I'm sure most of you have that. So go ahead and we're going to work on this thoracic area. Try to keep it in this area only. Cross the arms over, and we're going to round forward, go to the side, give yourself a little back bend, roll it back, and around. 2 times in each direction. Hope everybody's hanging in there, sticking pretty good to their routines. It's important to have a routine if you're out of a job, you know, it's hard to stay motivated. So hopefully you guys are hanging in there. I know it's been really tough for a lot of people, losing jobs, and all that. And hopefully you're healthy, most importantly. Okay, wrist. We do a lot of texting. Let's do some wrist stuff. So just hold your arm near, right by the side. We're only going to move the wrist. So let's start by just going up and down with the wrist. Again, tighten up a little bit, up and down, up and down. And then we're going to go side to side. Make a fist. Do some circles. Go up and down, side to side. And you're probably going to realize how tight. And again, try not to rotate the forearm. So I like to go up and down, side to side, instead of the roll. And then switch sides. So start with the palm open, up and down. And again, just tense up a little bit. And side to side, maybe bring the fingers together so you can stretch the sides of the pinky and the thumb, especially the thumb. Make a fist, up and down. Hi, thanks for joining. Grab your bands or your weights. You're gonna need them a little bit today. Thanks, thanks, thanks. Okay, wrist and then ankles. So have seat. Hug one knee in. Again, tighten up a little bit and do some circles with the ankles without moving the rest of the leg. So with these warm-ups, we really just try to isolate the joints and not move anything else while we're doing that. And creating our own resistance. So, you know, using your own resistance is an effective way to get some strength. And then switch sides, a couple times on each side. And change directions. If you guys ever have any questions, don't hesitate to message me or leave comments. I'm more than willing to answer them. I actually like to answer them. So leave some comments. Okay, so we're going to get into it. We're going into our planks. Let me grab my phone, my timer, my camera is what I usually call it. So coming down, if you want to grab your phone to time yourself, that would be a great thing to do. So bring that stopwatch up. We're starting with a single arm plank. If you need to modify it, please modify it. Go ahead, come on up. I would go wide with the legs to start and then walk them in as needed. So go ahead, bring one arm up. We're going to start the timer. We're trying for 20 seconds here. Now notice this hip is up a little bit for me. I got to bring it down. So if you have a mirror nearby, that would be great too to see. These are quite hard. If you need to drop to the knees, go ahead and drop to the knees. Try for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. And notice if you shift your hip over, bring it back. You should feel, if you're on your right arm, this right side should be lit up. Turned on. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. And again, hold it as long as you can. Now come on down. We're going plank with the leg lift. You're going to squeeze that butt, palms up, and squeeze the butt, alternate lifting the leg. So we're getting a little hip extension here. So be very deliberate about the leg lift. The butt stays low and the leg lifts. You might even feel a stretch on the front of the hip here. 2, 1, and good. And again, you could just hold a regular plank there. You can modify it as needed. You can come up onto your hands or come onto your knees. Side plank. You get you a little out of breath. So come in side plank. Actually bend your bottom leg up. Push your hips forward, right? So flatten the front of the hip. Stack your shoulders. Leg lift. So you're going to be feeling this, these hips working in this side plank. Try for 12 here. If this feels super easy for you, go ahead and prop up that bottom leg. Straighten that bottom leg out. All right, switch sides. This side, bending the bottom leg. Really get that lift. Push your hips forward. And we're going up and down. Stack those shoulders. Great, bring on down. Okay, round one done. We're gonna move on, go right back to the top. We're going into our single arm plank again. All right, get your timer out. Reset it. One arm at a time. Here we go. Single arm plank. Aim for 20 seconds here. This is really great. I can see myself in the camera, so I can adjust. Left side, the side should be all contracted and turned on. Switch sides. Right arm, right side turned on. If you're not feeling it turned on, then you probably have just some imbalances going on. Got to wake it up a little bit. 2, 1, and come on down. Great. Plank with leg lift. So palms up. Squeeze the butt. Alternate lifting the leg. Try to breathe through your nose here. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Three, 2, and 1. Great. Side plank. Coming into your side plank. Thanks for joining. Coming to the side plank. Let's work the side and the hips. Some side stuff here. So come on up with your leg lift. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Switching sides. Again, if that feels easy, go ahead. Straighten both legs. And it'll be significantly harder. All right, lift it up. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, and 12. Great, bring it on down. Good job. Okay, moving on. We're coming to standing. So coming on up. How's everyone doing? How's everybody doing? Good. Okay. Oh, I think I just focused. Okay, so coming on up. We're moving in. You're going to need your bands at this point. We're moving into some of the upper body stuff. So most of us are very tight through here. We're going to loosen it. We're going to train it to become a little more elastic. Then we're going to strengthen it, the opposite muscle, because you need to work those opposites. It's really important. So go ahead and place your hand on a wall or on a ledge, anywhere that is handy. And you're going to angle your arm up, okay? Real important to angle the arm up. And then you're going to reach back with the other arm. You're going to do the 1-second stretches, elasticity training. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're doing this 20 times. 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Again, you just go to that point of a slight stretch. Slight stretch. And let us bring you back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Excellent. Now we're going to work the opposite muscle. Grab your bands. Going upright row, so it's going to hit your traps. So if you got the power bands, that's great. You don't have to use the power bands. You can use the regular bands with the handle. So let me show you a couple options here. So place them under your feet securely. This is the movement, elbows up high. So feel free to use that or the power bands. Again, you just kind of step your feet into them, and then we're going upright row. Let's see if I can do this one. So upright row, 1, 2. As your elbows go up, pull the lats down. So we're going up. We want to push down a little bit with the lats. Try for 20. You should feel this in the top of the shoulders. Two more. Ooh, and 20. All right. Now we're going to do some Kihara resistance stretching. Place your hands in a little prayer position, folding it over. You're at the forehead level, elbows wide. Actually, elbows down. Push your hands together and resist as you lift your arms. Do that 2 more times. Press, lift the arms to create your own resistance. Press and lift. Now, keep pressing and lifting. And now draw the elbows forward as you round through the upper back. So you feel that stretch. Press up. Keep pressing as you move forward. So pretend somebody has their hands on your elbows. Good, and relax. So you should feel that stretch through the area you just worked. Let's go back to the top. We're going to elasticity train the chest. Pec minor, so arm up slightly above the shoulder. Other arm goes out, and now we just repeat. 1, 2. So it's just bringing me back. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, I guess 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Upright row. If you have the power band or if you have the regular band, just step on it. If you got the ones with the handle, which most people probably do, you're going up and then down. 2, 3, try for 20 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, glad I switched bands, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, last 2, 19, and 20. Oh yes, I have not done this in a while. Feeling those burn a little bit. Feeling a little bit like noodles. All right, bring your hands up. Clasp your hands together. You're going to press together. As you press up, You're going to keep pressing your arms together and then draw your elbows away and round through the upper back. Press up. Keep pressing up. Press up. Keep pressing up as you stretch it up. Good. And release. All right, so moving on. We're going to move into some lateral stuff, a little bit of lateral stuff. A lot of people feel pain in this area, this like back area, so we're going to elasticity train that. So go ahead and, if you do yoga, come into triangle pose. So the back foot is facing one direction, the other is facing forward. So we're in a triangle pose position, and again, we're doing elasticity training. So bringing it down, and you're going to reach overhead. You're going to stay in that end range, and just repeat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You should be feeling this all the way down the side. Depends on where you're tight. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Make sure you're pressing down through the pinky edge of the toe, so you're going to feel that whole lateral line activate. Go ahead and switch sides. And again, you can use a block or just place your hand on your thigh, whatever is comfortable for you. 1, 2, and safe. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Grab your bands. If you have the ones with the handle, you're going to need to get a little bit of give here in the middle, because we're doing some deadlifts. Now, the reason I just loosened this up is because a lot of people feel pain in this area when they do deadlifts. If you have the other bands, the power bands, and you want an extra weight, you can double it up here, okay? So deadlift, right? Most of you have probably done this. You're gonna brace through here, and then as you stand, you're gonna squeeze your butt, push your hips forward. 20 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Hamstring strength is very important. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 3 more, 'Good, and release. Another thing that coordinates with the getting rid of this pain in here, we got to strengthen the sides of the hips. So we've done this a couple times in these classes. No, probably just once actually. So we're going to work this hip. I would start with your other leg bent, and then you're going to go up and down. This is contracting to do that movement. The back is not contracting to do that movement. If you feel it in your back, you're going to have to back off on the range of motion. So bending that leg, we're going up and down. Feeling this contract. Not the butt, not the quad, and especially not the back muscles. So this one's not turned on for me. I'm going to go shorter range of motion. Smaller, probably doesn't even look like I'm moving much. Try that 20 times, and then we're going to hold for 10 seconds at the top. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release. Switch sides. Bending the non-working leg. We're going to get this hip working. We're going to turn the glute med. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this helps if you do walk a lot. This muscle definitely needs to work well if you're walking a lot. And if your back starts to hurt you while you're walking, this is a very important one to do. You can even lift that leg if you want to lift that leg. And then hold without leaning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay, back to the top. Back to the top. We're going into our elasticity training. So go ahead and come into that triangle pose again. Step back a little bit for the YouTubers. All right, triangle position, and then reaching, stay in that end position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Bring it up and turn. Ooh. Day 2 my fast, so I'm getting a little lightheaded as I come up and down. So I need to up my electrolytes a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Bring it around and up. Grab bands for your deadlifts. One of my favorite exercises. So here we go. Brace through here. If you feel anything in your lower back, you're going to shorten range of motion or lessen the distance. You're going to squeeze your butt, come up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, try for 20. If you're just starting, maybe you do 8, maybe you do 10, maybe you do 1 set. It's all dependent upon you. What your body's feeling like today, where you're starting, injuries, all that stuff. One size does not fit all. All right, last one. Good, and release. All right, moving on to those hip strengtheners. So working on this hip here, bend the other leg. If you are wanting a little more of a challenge, you straighten that other leg, and you're gonna go up and down. You can also do this on a step where you get a really good range of motion. But walking isn't the extremes of range of motion, so I would say this is mimicking real life a little bit better with a shorter range of motion. Just make sure you're feeling it here. That's the most important thing. And I'm feeling it there instead of my glutes, which is a good thing. One more and hold. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great, bring it down. So that should be burning. Switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, try not to lean into it either. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Great, guys. Grab a sip of water if you need a sip of water. Like I was saying, I'm on day 2 of my fast, so water and salt, water and salt, water and salt. So I'm losing a lot of electrolytes, so I got to replenish those. Now, have any of you guys ever done a fast? Yes, thumbs up. Thumbs up if you've ever done a fast. Like, what? That's freaking crazy. All right. So now we're going to go into some hip flexors and leg mobility stuff. Good for the knees. Someone did mention they wanted to see some knee stuff. So all the leg stuff is definitely good for your knees, helping with your knees. So the first thing we're going to do is because I have knee issues, so I've been doing a lot of stuff I've recently learned from the ATG training group. So you're going to come in this crescent lunge position. You're on the back toes. You're on the back toes. So trying to stay on the back toes, and toes are facing forward. A lot of times I'll see toes facing out. You're just going to repeat. Again, we're elasticity training. So we're going to go 1, 2. You're probably going to feel this stretch, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, switching sides. Now on this side for me, I get a lot of clicking in my knee and a lot of just, it's uncomfortable usually. So this helps loosening that tissue up. I'll probably have a slightly more bend in this knee until it warms up. So whatever you're feeling, just listen to your body. Like mine feels like it pulls on the kneecap. Today it's feeling pretty good, so I can get a little more range of motion. All right, good. So you should be feeling, again, that just slight stretch that springs you back, probably in the front of the hips. Switching legs again, we're going to go into these ATG lunges. The back leg stays pretty straight. We're in a similar position. Now we're going to get as low as we can. Ideally, the thigh, back of the thigh touches the hamstring. Or sorry, the hamstring touches the calf. So without the heel coming up, okay? And then we're going to come up. And then back down. And then up. And again, toes face forward, especially the back toes. We're going to do that 5 times. Switch legs. All right, switch. Now, the front heel can come up a little bit. If you have shoes on and they got a thick heel in the back, that's your heel. So keep your foot down as much as you can. 2, 3. So here, the foot should stay down. 4, 5. The back knee does not touch. Switch sides. Get in that position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Switch. Let's go one more round here now. These are full range of motion lunges. It is completely safe to get in these range of motions if your body is strong enough to handle it. So you only go to where you can go. If you're only going here, that is fine. If you cannot get this range of motion, you do not force it. Your body needs to be ready for that range of motion. All right, last one. Switching legs. Whew. Okay, now grab your chair. Now we're going to do the opposite. You got a chair nearby. Just go to a chair or the couch or a stool or whatever it might be. We're going to go into a little hamstring stretch. So bring in the chair over. You go to the chair. You're going to place your leg up. You can do this on the ground kneeling, but since we're standing, I'm going to just keep you standing. So what you're going to do, we're going to do the hamstring. Stretch the hamstring out, which will help open those hip flexors. So next round will be a little more range of motion. You'll have a little more range of motion. If you need to hold on, that's fine. So with your foot, push down into your chair, your couch, wherever you're on, coffee table. Push down, contract. Well, that might not work out so well. The chair is moving on me. You're going to pull forward. You're going to push down, contract the hamstring, and pull forward. Again, press down with your foot, contract, pull forward. Okay, ideally not something that's going to move. Keep pushing down and then extend your hips back so you're still resisting. Your momentum is going this way, but you're resisting as you pull back. So you feel that hamstring stretch. Pull forward. Again, it's all under resistance. Keep the resistance as your hips move back. So again, hamstring, one more time. If you keep your foot down, you're probably going to feel stretch on top of the foot too. I have to keep my foot down because the chair is going to tip over. I didn't test this beforehand. So nice big hamstring stretch right there. Whew, feels good. Switching legs. Start with the leg straight or somewhat straight. Push down, pull forward, turn on this hamstring. You should feel it contract. Do that 2 more times. We just want to wake that up, right? Really feel the muscle that we should be working before we stretch it out. All right, one more time. Okay, keep pushing down and then start to go into that hamstring stretch. And just like the FRCs, Kihara resistance stretching, you can use any amount of your own resistance. It can be a little, it can be a lot. What I found though, if you're not feeling it where you should be feeling it, use less resistance. And that typically works. And typically, after the first stretch, you'll feel it where you should feel it. But again, you might just have to use a little less resistance. Great, good. All right. Step away from the chair. Let's go back to elasticity training. So step forward with the one leg at crescent lunge position. And we're going into our elasticity again. Last round here. And we're trying for 20 times. Switch sides. Twenty times. We're almost to the stretch part, so if you have any specific areas you'd like to stretch out, leave a comment and we will do it. Great, now switch sides. We're going into that ATG lunge. That nice lunge. So, that deep lunge. Here we go. 5 times and then switch legs. So, as much as range of motion as you can. 1, 2. And 5. Switch. 5, switch. If you're on a thick mat, like I am, your balance will be affected a lot more. 3, 5, switch. Oh, these are challenging. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch. One more round, guys. Almost finished. Try to stay pretty tall in these two. Breathing hard. Last one here. 1, 2, 4, and 5. Ooh, okay. Go to that chair again. Go to the couch, go to the stool, coffee table, whatever you got there. Prop that leg up. Hamstring. So pull forward. Keep pulling forward as you extend that leg back for the stretch. Again, pull forward. Keep pulling forward as you extend that leg back. And again, pull forward. Keep pulling forward as you extend back. Switching sides. Contract the hamstring to pull forward. And keep contracting as you extend back. Contract. Keep contracting as you extend back. Right down the middle of the hamstring. Last one. And extend back. And release. Great. Okay. So the workout portion is over. We do a lot of stretching mobility work during the whole class. So we've incorporated a lot of stretching. So I do want to go into maybe one for your traps. If nobody has any comments on any other stretches you'd like to see. Let's see. All right, so nobody has any requests, so we're gonna go into a trap stretch. This is a really nice stretch you can do if your neck starts to bother you. But we did those upright rows, which we were typically weak in this area, so it's gonna help stretch it out. So go ahead and take your right hand, cross it over. You're gonna place the left on top. Now with the bottom hand, top hand, you're going to slow yourself down as you press your arm overhead. And relax. So this top arm is the weight. You're going to feel this right in here. Resist as you lift that arm up. One more time. Press up. Now, keep pressing the bottom hand up as you resist, as you lower it back down. Now, take your wrist, give it a little tug forward. And now start to tilt your head opposite to the arm you're stretching. And you should feel that all the way down through there. Press up. Keep pressing up. Hey guys, thanks for joining. Doing a little Kihara stretching, yep. Got a Kihara person on here. All right, push up. One more time. Keep pushing. And stretch those traps out. Give that wrist a little tug. Good. Switching sides. pressing up. Do that 3 times. I want you to feel this activate through here. Press up. One more time, press up. Keep pressing up. Keep the resistance. Pull your arms slightly forward so you start to feel a better stretch. And then tilt the neck. Tilt the head opposite. Push back up. Keep pushing up. One more time, push up. Keep pushing up. Traction. Pull that wrist away. Tilt the head opposite. And you should feel a nice stretch in the traps and the neck. All right, through there. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining today. That's the Flex and Stretch Mobility class for today. I think it's like number 6. All these are on YouTube. So if you want to go back and watch them again, just watch them, maybe do them again. They're all on YouTube. I've pinned my Venmo and you're welcome, Renee, Venmo and PayPal. So if you would like to make a donation, that is awesome. Don't feel like you need to. It's just up there for anybody that would like to make a donation. I also offer one-on-ones. So now that most of the gyms are closed, all the gyms are closed, all the spas are closed. If you'd like to do a virtual session with me, I have 30-minute and 60-minute sessions. Please reach out to me if you're struggling with something that has bothered you for quite some time. I might be able to help. There's a good chance I can help. So reach out to me and we can, like I said, it's no one program fits all. So if you're struggling with something, you want to see gains, you want to see pain relief, please reach out to me. You can message me through my website, through Instagram, lots of ways. Easy to find me. So just leave a comment and I can reach out to you. Otherwise, thank you so much. Glad you joined in and I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you maybe Thursday at 12:15 for the foam roll and stretch class. So don't miss it. I'll see you then, guys. Bye.